What's up, cymbal freaks? NickyMoon. And today, I'm just gonna work on a little crack repair for one of my customers. And here's what I got. He sent me this Istanbul Mehmet with this big nasty crack right there along the lathe grooves, as you can see. And it looks like he drilled a couple of holes to try to arrest the crack, but it's still going. So what we're gonna do is cut down this cymbal completely. We're gonna remove this entire outer section of the cymbal. The next part of the job is this gentleman also asked me to size all these cymbals. He sent me 3 other 16-inch cymbals. That is cracked Istanbul is a 19. We got Istanbul Sultan, Avid Zildjian, and K Zildjian. These are all 16, relatively 16. They're all a little different because cymbals are never exactly the same. But he wants to be able to use all these cymbals interchangeably as hi-hats. So first we're gonna start off with the crack cut down on the 19-inch Istanbul. Once we have that sized, we'll go ahead and size up the other cymbals accordingly. So let's get to it.
Let me give you guys a little updated tour of the facility here. This is the warehouse. That needs to be cleaned up, I'm not gonna lie. Over here is a sink where I do some of the cleaning and, you know, patina stuff. Over here we got a rack of, you know, tools and supplies, my basically my workbench here, and then this cool rack that I built. Right, holding the blanks and stuff that's kind of in process. Over here is just a junk pile, experiments, failures, whatever. There's some B8. There's some B15 Peisty signature alloy. You can see the difference in color. And then there's a B20. So you got 20, 15, and then 8. You can see kind of cool how that all looks. Right here we got the lathe set up. She's turned on, ready to go. Custom tool rest that I built. Like I got this peg here that I can move around, position the tool against it. Some of my safety equipment, my lathe tool holders, some hammers. I don't really use those ones anymore, but stumps. This is an anvil that I'm working on now. I'm building a second anvil. Some of my secret chemicals over there. And here's my grinder, where I sharpen and shape the bits for lathing. And you know, just the anvil for cymbal bells. And then yeah, it's just about pretty much it. You know, shot back for cleanup, another back for cleanup. And then I'll take you inside, I'll show you the... So this is the new addition to the NickyMoon suite here. This is the recording studio slash hammering room. You got my Ludwig Centennial kit here. Great sounding maple kit. This is a Love Custom Tamo Ash snare. It's the best sounding snare I've ever played in my life. I liked it so much, it actually used to belong to a friend of mine, and I begged him for it. I traded him a bunch of stuff. Over here we got my main anvil. This is where I do all the hammering. This custom stand that I built, basically, this is the base of a poker table. It's filled with sand. And then I built this like little riser here with all these 2x4s, and then the anvil is secured nice and tight in there. Big hammer, some other hammers, some cymbals, a whole bunch of finished cymbals, chinas, hi-hats, crashes, hi-hats, rides, some other stuff over here. These are all ready for a trade show. This is my the table that I use to check the flatness, put the cymbal on, spin it, and then, you know, make sure everything's cool. I got my guitars, my Dimebag Darrell guitar, Telecaster, ESP, Tobias bass. This is my iMac speakers. This is where I do my mixing. I got a crank down there. You can tell I'm a Pantera guy. Focusrite Sapphire interface. Some kind of tube preamp. I forget what that is. I got a Vox amp right here, and you know, all the walls are double thick sheetrock with green glue, acoustic dampening compound in between. and then I just got some foam to kill some of the echo inside. I just doubled up on the door here. This is a solid core door, and I got a layer of green glue, and then I got a layer of like 1/4-inch plywood, and then I'm just gonna put another layer of the foam just to help kill some of the echo. Inside the house, it's still a little loud, but when you go outside, this room is completely decoupled from the rest of the house, so you don't really hear anything outside, which is cool. So, all right, let's get to work.
All right, here we are in the workshop. It's February, so it's still pretty damn cold, but it's cool. We got the cymbal up on the lathe. I like to cut it down inverted. You can cut it down however you want, but I find this works better. I got the pointed bit here. All right, nice and sharp, dig it in, cut it out. Plus we gotta mark it off. My lathe needs to be, well, the backing plates need to be fixed. They're a little shitty, but it's a lot of work, and it's working so, well enough at the time. So I don't really want to get into that just yet, but it's coming. So, all right, let's do this shit. Safety equipment, goddammit. All right, protect your ears, protect your eyes, protect your face, protect your hands. Working on cymbals is dangerous as hell. All right? Be careful, goddammit. There you go. You see what crack just got it. Exactly what we wanted. All right. What's up? So yeah, I actually had to do a bunch of hammering on this one that I cut down, because after the cut down
it inverted. A lot of times the tension will change and they'll get like all jacked up. So I hammered it, lathed it, now it's good to go. It's got a better profile, it sounds cool. So now I'm just taking all the cymbals and putting them together and just edging them, because there's, you know, 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, whatever difference between them. This was a 19-inch Cymbal that was cut down. I had to rehammer it quite extensively to get the profile and the tension correct again. This is the Cymbal Sultan 16, Avazis Zildjian Rock Crash 16, K Zildjian Custom Dark Crash 16. They are all exactly the same size now, so my customer will be able to use these interchangeably as hi-hats and crash cymbals however he sees fit.